Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's Foles. Complete to Amaro on the right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Foles. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Foles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Got a man complete. It's the tight end Amaro. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They're going to look to throw. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll drop to throw. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
46.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Rob Woodson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Go, go, go.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Hey, Silver, Silver, Silver.
Back to the ground, Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll drop the throw, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Levante David in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. A I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Switch. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
First down, Prescott. And complete, right side to Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Steve McClendon busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing one deep for Curse. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A second down throw for Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Prescott on first down. They shakes it off. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Cook on the toss left. He can't get him down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Hey, 47. Go. Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now a run with Cook. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Cook able to escape. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd down, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Being chased out left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Wilson snags it left side. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. But he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Cook following the penalty. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Out of the gun, they look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up An exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Easy, easy.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Foles. That's complete right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. T.Y. Hilton from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
To throw is Prescott. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in in the final seconds. That one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Fighting him off.